Welcome back to New Dalancia, our D&D 5th edition series. Let me get some music rolling first thing this time, because why not? We're in a tavern. Let's get some music. Hopefully that's not too loud for everybody. Please let me know if it is. Who remembers what happened in the last session?
Well, I got myself a new character, apparently.
You did. You did. Fayal, a barmaid Fayal. First name barmaid, last name. We had a discussion about this. We need to come up with a last name for her now. All right.
Yeah, so there was some fighting. We fought some swarms and things, killed everything. And then Tess remembered that there was like a tree in the journal, and Tess remembers what the tree is.
She might remember where the tree is.
Something
Cyrene,
like that.
it was.
Something about a tree.
It wasn't me, it was Cyrene.
Why did I write Tess?
Tess might have been the one who had the journal.
Yeah, I
Tess
have
had
the
the
journal,
journal.
but Cyrene's the one who's more familiar with the forest.
Oh, okay. Maybe you were looking at the...
She's from around the way, you see. All right, so Cyrene believes she remembers where this tree is. So I did want to point out, everybody has had a long rest at this point. I'm actually going to reset Ant's hit points here. You'll probably notice the new artwork on some of the characters. Antarius got some artwork, as did Valphalin. So Valphalin, it was so hard to find a Dragonborn like art generator. Character art generator, so I used this other one. I don't remember the name of it offhand. What's it called?
I'm showing the same art from last time.
How do we view their character sheet? I'm not sure how to see their art.
It should be in their journal now. I added it to everyone's journal.
Well, so there was a thing, I think, as a function where you can show other players your character sheet.
I think so. I think if you like...
It's under NPCs in the journal.
Yeah, it's under NPCs in the journal.
Oh, for them, yeah.
Yeah. So if you pull them up, you can now see their character art and their character sheet as well. Yeah, I think you are right about that, though. I'll have to figure that out. So Antarius using DM Heroes, and Valphalin I made using Reroll, which is an Android app and a browser-based thing. So giving credit to those places here while we're live. Oh gosh, so you guys have just spent the night in the inn. After you wake up, Barkeep Blave and Fayal both move the table back, and everybody rolls up their bedrolls and stashes them back in the corner over here. Yeah, so it is early morning at this point. The sun has just come up. And yeah. You do notice that the bard is missing today. Seems to be MIA, possibly because of last night's happenings.
He did seem pretty spooked.
Well, I mean, I guess he probably had arachnophobia.
I mean, who doesn't?
All right.
So are we gonna go check out this tree thing?
I guess that'd be up to the rest of your party, huh?
I mean, do we really want to deal with more spiders, I guess?
Of course we do, just right after breakfast.
And at the word breakfast, Barkeep Blave shows up and says, "What do you have?"
Eggs, 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 eggs.
coming right up, and he eggs. How do you like your
It's
eggs?
A lot of eggs.
Scrambled.
Scrambled eggs. So he goes back and starts cooking. Vale kind of comes around. She goes ahead and sits next to you, Tess. No, she appears preoccupied. She now has this pack slung over her shoulder, and it just has she's just finished loading it with a few things from behind the bar. She's also carrying a keg, which is like a small personal keg.
Tess looks at her and gives her a really big smile and waves.
She still seems to be very preoccupied.
I'm content waiting for my breakfast.
Before long, barkeep Blave shows back up and sets your breakfast before you. Eggs, and eggs.
Tess immediately starts gobbling down her breakfast. She doesn't even have like any table manners. She's just like scooping eggs in as fast as she can.
So Blave actually approaches you, Misku, and just kind of sets a mug before you, and proceeds to walk back off. You didn't order anything; he just set it in front of you.
Nice.
I'm gonna approach the bar.
The same happens to you. He just kind of comes up and sets a mug in front of you. It's got this very frothy liquid in it. Obviously, this is like an ale. Maybe a stout.
Fair.
Maybe a stout.
I'm gonna say that I'd like some eggs, baked beans, eggs, and eggs.
Coming right up. That's our
Tess
specialty.
Tess lifts her fist up and she says, "Yes."
With a mouthful of food.
Exactly. Like some of the food comes out and lands back on her plate, and then she'll just pick it up and eat it again.
Some of the food comes out. Cyrene, roll a dexterity check from across the room. Just kind of magnetically. I was kidding about the.
She got it.
You were narrowly avoided.
I'm gonna start drinking my 9 a.m. beer.
Okay. So this is mostly coffee and stout.
The uppers keep me awake. The downers help me concentrate.
Yeah, boy.
That's the idea. It's actually very bitter. It's actually very bitter. But good. I
Just
did not
like
mean
I
to
like
ping
my
there.
women.
All right. Anything for anyone else? Anybody want to flag down the barkeep? You all finish your meals, and the morning seems very still, very quiet otherwise. Barkeep continues going about his business, and Fael still seems to be very preoccupied.
I'm gonna take my food and drink and go sit with the outsiders there. Over.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's. You want to sit on the? You can sit with your butt on the table.
In these days, I don't think so.
Stay safe. Wash your butt.
Wash your hands.
I'm gonna
After,
check in on Ontario.
After finishing my food, I'm just gonna kind of sit and touch my tummy for a little bit and be content.
Valphalin leans over the table to you, Ahara. He says, I'm anxious to leave.
Where shall we go?
I thought we were following the Fae.
She seems to have an idea of where the tree is.
Perhaps we should ask her.
I'm gonna wander over that direction.
Valphalin kind of meanders over there with you, but Antarius stays put. He seems to be in thought.
She just kind of, Cyrene, you're just kind of sitting there in the corner, just hang.
Or you can be wherever you want. I mean, I just kind of placed
either way.
everybody's tokens.
That was more of a question.
We can't hear you.
Her bubble's lighting up, but I can't hear her.
Try disconnecting and reconnecting.
Oh, she was muted.
No, she muted right when I popped the window back.
Can you hear me
open.
now?
No.
Yeah, I can
Yep.
hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Cyrene is just in the corner and she's like drinking buttermilk out of like a little kind of thimble. So as you kind of walk up, she's like, "What are you doing? I don't know you."
That's my purse.
That's not her.
I don't know you.
Good morning. I heard that you might have some information about the tree.
I might know where it is. I can lead you, as long as you're not scared.
I'm definitely not fair. Ain't any.
Okay. So Cyrene kind of agrees to lead the party where they need to go.
Valphalin steps forward and he says, when do we leave?
I mean, when everyone's ready, honestly. When do you want to leave?
I can leave immediately.
Okay. So Cyrene kind of flitters up, disregarding her little thimble of buttermilk, and she flies over to Tess over here.
Val proceeds back over to Antarius, where he has a couple of very soft words with him, and they both strap on their belongings, their packs and weapons, and prepare for the adventure ahead.
Tess is picking up her bag and she's getting ready to go, and she kind of nudges Fayal. She's like, "Are you excited? Are you ready to go?"
So Ian Fear, do you want to do Fayal's voice, or would you rather I continue doing it? It's up to you, man.
Maybe just continue for this session, and then we'll figure something out afterwards.
Understood. So Fayal, who seems to be very deep in her personal kind of thoughts right now, doesn't at first catch on that you're talking to her, but mid-sentence kind of looks up and, huh? Oh, I haven't been away from home in so long. I guess I'm just thinking.
Oh, if you're not ready to go yet, you can just let everyone know.
No, I should get back to Bunavar.
So what?
Bunavar
Her
is
home.
it's well, it's not her home, but it's that you're aware of. But she it's the next town over.
Oh, okay.
It's the next city over.
Okay, well, Tess continues excitedly getting her things up, and she's like, okay, ready when everyone else is ready.
With that, Val and Antarius both exit the establishment. Is everyone else going to... Oh, I'm sorry?
So you said we had a long rest. So should Fayal go back to her full hit points?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Also, did we get paid from the guards from the mission?
Well, we only got the half up front. I don't think we've turned in the thing that yet to the guards. So
Yeah, he's correct about that.
So do you want to just maybe we just stop off at the guards first, deliver the letter or something, and then we make our way over to the tree?
Yeah, we can do that.
I take it from the silence that everyone is on board with that.
Yep.
Yep.
So let me pull us out to Staskar. And no need for tokens in this case. So I'm going to... Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Yeah, there it is. So this building right here is the... kind of the... I guess the city hall is what you would... How do you would... It's like the town hall, essentially. And there are some guards that are standing outside. You don't see the same dwarf that you had spoken to previously. So you just kind of walk into the door. The inside is... let me actually swap the music real quick. Here we go. Perfect. So the inside of the town hall, there's a large chamber. When you immediately walk in, there's a reception desk that nobody seems to be at currently. Whoa. Is that really that loud?
That's how loud it came out on my TV, yeah.
Okay, I cranked that down. Hopefully that's better. Give me just one moment here to generate. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Okay, so let me figure out how I can do this real quick. Sorry, guys. Maybe I can add it as a handout instead. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Okay, I'm going to use your computer for a test case. Ah, yeah, that worked. Perfect. That's awesome. Okay, so before long, a kind of more important looking dwarf steps out and into this empty hall. He looks at you. This is the same one that you had spoken to before. I'm going to throw each of you a picture to kind of put him in front of you. Indeed.
How long is his beard?
All the way long.
Like, are we talking to his knees?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
his
so
beard
he
is
really important.
Yeah, he is quite important. In fact, his beard has like some braids in it, that kind of thing going on. Not really done exact justice by this generator, but yeah, in a nutshell, that's him. So he comes up and he says, I assume you bring proof of that the deed is done.
I imagine we would look towards Tess and say, well, we brought proof of something going on in the area, and apparently we've seemed to have cleared out all the those hideous tree folk, but we found this interesting letter that you might be interested in.
And Tess pulls out the letter and shows it to the kind man.
So which letter are you Are you just showing him everything? Like, what are you showing him exactly?
I think we would probably show him.
Let me review them real quick.
Okay.
We would probably show him the mysterious note from D. And
the mysterious note is from Jarvard.
Well, no, there is a note from Jarvard, but there's also the mysterious note, which is from D to
Oh,
Jarvard.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we would definitely show him the mysterious note.
Okay, so you're just showing him the mysterious note?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
So let me see. This is the one.
Actually, I'll show him both the note from Jarvard and the mysterious note, but not the journal entry.
Okay. This appears to be a band of brigands, not monsters. Are you implying that everything that's happened that's being reported by the townsfolk has just been brigands? Bandits?
Well, I would certainly suggest that perhaps not all of the monsters are perhaps monsters. Perhaps it's just the monstrous natures of some of the peoples looking to take advantage around here.
Yeah, there were definitely monsters in that cave. But, I mean, there was no mention of bandits to begin with, so this was news to us.
Let me see exactly what.
Even the letters here report monsters.
This definitely... He's scratching his beard, and he says, this definitely makes sense. We've had a lot of supplies that have gone missing lately. We do thank you for tracking this down. So he kind of gestures and he says, I'll be right back. Let me go and collect your payment for clearing out the cave of these bandits. So he kind of strolls to the back and leaves you alone for just a moment. Before long, he returns to the room. He has a sack of what you're sure is gold, which he let me see. He approaches and who did he hand the first set of gold to? I think he handed it to Misku, right? Oh, did he hand it to Antarius?
Yeah, because it was me and Antarius who went to the first guard to get the money, along with Misku. Maybe he did hand it to Misku.
I didn't take any money, personally.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he tried to get all up front.
So he essentially he kind of walks up and he just to the entire group and he just says, your payment as promised, and he holds out the gold.
I imagine that
Tess will pass on this gold because she got enough in the cave.
I was gonna say, I imagine that I would have imagined, if anything, Misku would just eagerly go up there and just snatch all of that gold.
Well, that would be up to Misku, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Misku's gonna as long as no one's cutting in front of her, gonna grab the bag, count out her portion, and just drop the rest of it for the group.
So yeah, Misku does exactly that. She takes the gold, thumbs through it, and takes her cut, and then drops the rest on the floor. Entire bag, chunk, on the floor.
Tess passes on it.
Ahara's gonna pick it up and count out a portion.
Antarius approaches you. So I believe this was, what, 50 gold that was agreed on? Yeah, this was the 50 gold that was agreed on. So let me see what everybody's cut's going to be in this case.
Wasn't it like 16 and 10 last time?
I think so. Let me see.
I'm
So,
wondering how Cyrene can carry all this gold, considering how small she is.
oh, I mean, you are. So far.
Okay.
So far. So let me see. We got
Crossing inventory.
50 divided by 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 8.3 repeating. So I'm gonna we have to round that down. So let's say we have 8 gold and 32 silver. Or no, it would be 8 gold, 3 silver, 2 copper, right? Because we were doing 10s.
Yeah, I think so.
Or do you think it's
Yeah.
more natural to do it in 100s? I mean,
I think it would be 10. 10s would be fine.
no, let's switch it up to 100s. So yeah, it would be 8 gold, 32 silver. I want to make sure that I'm consistent with what the shops are going to look like now that I'm thinking about that. So
I mean, if Tess isn't gonna take a cut of gold, I imagine Barmaid Fael will be like, well, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
oh, that was everybody's cut without Tess.
No, that's what I'm saying because that was without Tess.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
without
never mind.
Tess.
Okay.
Because she said out loud, I'm going to pass on this gold. I found enough in the cave.
Are we able to split it here?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and add that to your sheet.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure, because he had a sack of gold, not a sack of gold and silver, right?
Oh, I mean, it was a sack of like coinage.
Right on. All right, so I'm gonna hand Antarius 2 cuts and take one.
Thank you.
Yes.
And he walks back over to Valphalin. The dwarf. So he looks back up and he says, "Now, about these monsters. Did you learn anything else?"
They're quite ugly.
We've heard tale of perhaps an old tree from which some of the monsters have been seen to be coming from. We were about to go out to go investigate.
Yeah, his eyebrow raises. A tree.
Well, it is one of the oldest and largest trees in the forest, from what the tale says.
And what makes you think these monsters are coming from a tree?
Well, what makes you think they're not?
Roll a charisma check, please.
To be fair, they are tree monsters.
I mean, roll a charisma check. So he kind of grits his teeth and he's like, he kind of rolls with it. Jokes aside, Is there some reason that you believe implicates this tree?
No facts, merely rumors. Merely, that's why we're planning to investigate what this, if these rumors are true or not.
Oh. So you were already intent on seeking out this source.
Oh, anything to protect a small village such as this.
Then for your service we are grateful.
These creatures, they're an abomination of nature. I plan to do whatever it takes to take them down. If you've heard rumors yourself, we're happy to hear.
The only rumors that we had heard prior to this event were the rumors of this cave, from which and he tells you essentially what he heard from from Farmer Elierson before, the same exact story that you heard, which led you to the cave in the first place. Then he insists that's all we know.
Well, thank you, nonetheless.
If there's anything else that the guard can do to aid in your search, please let us know.
Tess raises her hand excitedly and she says, "Oh, I know. Do you know where I can find a shop?"
What kind of shop?
Oh, a shop where someone can buy some parchment paper or just any other needs for the journey.
Oh, we do have a general goods store.
Might you point me in that direction, please?
Oh, wait, no, it's shift. It's here. So he points. It's the building right next door to the west.
Thank you, kind gentleman. And Tess begins to race off toward the shop.
So Tess just kind of
She
trots out the
bolts it,
door.
Like, she fucking runs. Like, she is sprinting. Like, she's off. Like, there's a cloud of dust behind her.
Like anime style with the hands.
Exactly. She's just gone.
Let me grab a shop for you. I think we have a generator. Give me a second here. That would actually work out pretty well.
I'm going to ask Cyrene, do you have any idea how far this tree might be?
Does Cyrene? Do I know?
You know a general area. It's not terribly far, but it is off the beaten path.
Okay, so I'm just going to kind of reply about mileage. I'm not quite sure, but if you follow me, I can lead you.
Certainly. Thank you. I just would like to prepare if we're heading to a shop.
I am not sure what you would need. And she kind of like looks him up and down. Being a fairy, she doesn't understand like, oh, I need, all these kinds of different things. She's like, whatever, I'm just going into the forest.
Give me just a moment here. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
As an out-of-character question for the DM, all of my stuff right now is vocal and somatic. For material things, are we tracking?
Yes. Yes, we are. However, there are some workarounds. Like, I think you can get, like, a pouch of magic stuff.
I mean, most of my stuff I can collect. I just want to make sure I'm prepared for later on.
Oh, wait. This is not what I wanted at all. really sure I like how that came out. Give me a second here. Trying to find a good generator for this. Was there something specific you're looking for at the shop? Because I've got some looking for magic components. Ah, okay.
Are you asking me?
I mean, give me just a moment here. No, I was asking Chrissy. Give me just a moment here. Trying to find. Can I do this? I've never actually. Now that I'm kind of approached with it, or now that I'm presented with it, I don't really know how I can create a shop. Like, is it like items list? I'll tell you what. For this session, until I can get this figured out, kind of in the background of everything, is everybody going to the shop at this point?
I'm gonna follow her. Yeah.
Okay.
We have all the silverware.
Everybody else? Anybody else going to the shop?
I mean, I'm probably just gonna go to the shops if only to get resupply for some arrows.
Okay.
Cyrene will go to look at the pretty things, but she might not buy anything.
Okay. So you all walk into this shop, which is this single-story building. Walls are made out of stone. You walk inside, and let me actually swap our music out here. Or actually, no, this is still pretty appropriate music. Oh, I just realized I had 2 tracks playing at once. I am terribly sorry about that. Okay. So you guys walk in, and there are all like a lot of display kind of cases and a lot of different shelves and just various odds and ends laying about. You don't, however, see like armor, weapons, anything like that. This appears to be a general store. As you walk in, there's a let me actually generate one. Ooh, trying not to go that route. Okay, perfect. One moment, please. Where did I just put that? That did not give me a... Oh, that did actually give me a fake image. Sorry, guys.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, you're cool. This is what it's all about. Okay, so now I can... Oh, I did this in the wrong order. So you guys all walk in. This is the shopkeep that I'm placing in front of you now. I wonder if I can do this to multiple people. A lot easier. So this is, let me see, kind of an older adult woman. You see these ears kind of poking out through the sides of her hair, pointed. She appears to be half elven. Can I help you find something? Adventurers, mayhap?
Tess gives her a big smile and she nods and says, "Yes, we're about to head out on something big."
She gives you an equally big smile, and she says, "Can I help you with anything? What can I get for you?"
Tess has a small list of items, and she says, "Yes, actually, I need these items here." And on the list of paper, it says she needs a little bit of alcohol, like a vial's worth, about 10 pieces of parchment paper and a pen, and a little vial of holy water.
Okay. That can work. Ah, perfect. Okay, D&D Beyond has me. That's awesome. How much parchment are you looking for? Parchment is 1 SP per sheet.
Let's do 20 sheets of parchment paper
20 sheets of parchment paper. So she
for the pen.
places that before you. Makes your 20 SP. And what else were you looking for? I'm sorry.
Moment, I'm writing down the 20 SP. Holy water.
Holy water. Holy water is a 1 pound flask for 25 GP. And by the way, you should be able to, if you open up your character sheet, as you purchase these items, guys, if you open up your character sheet, I'm going to try this myself right now. And if you go to the compendium, over on the right-hand side, it's the eye. Looks like a little information icon. Could be like one of the 2 center ones. Looks like this. Little eye in a circle, very top tab. Not on your character sheet. It's like next on your chat pane. Yeah, there you go. So type in the parchment, for instance, and it'll find it, and then you should be able to drag it into your character sheet. Just drop it anywhere, and that should put it. Or you might have to drop it in items. I think you can just drop it anywhere, though, and it puts it in the appropriate place.
While we do this, I'm going to be right back.
Did that not work? Oh, they did not disable drag and drop on those things.
So I don't know if it works if you have your character sheet popped.
Oh no. Wait. I see parchment now in your sheet. Ah, okay. So yeah. Okay. 20. Yeah, 20. Oh gosh. Give me just a second here. Yes. So I think you have to click on the little eye in the corner first, and then click on the lock at the bottom. See the little lock, and then it gives you the option to delete like that. I clicked it. I deleted it. Okay. So yeah. Holy water is 25 gold for a flask of it. So this is like a 1 pound flask. So this is not going to be like a one-time use kind of thing. So this will be a repeated use kind of thing. In fact, I mean, you're a cleric. You could probably like bless your own water, but it has to be like purified, like spring water. It has to be Ozarka, specifically.
So none of that Pepsi brand stuff, huh?
Yeah, none of that Pepsi brand stuff.
Well,
Can you
bless them all
unmute
till we
yourself,
get
by the way?
frustrated.
Does she have any empty vials?
Empty vials?
Yeah.
Let's see. That might be like a flask, maybe? We have a flask or a tankard. We have an oil flask. Like a vial? Acid vial, perfume vial. Vial, yes. 1 gold per vial.
Let's get 3 vials.
They each can hold about 4 ounces of liquid. You're going to get 3 vials?
Yep.
Okay.
How much gold are they again?
1 apiece.
Okay. And does she happen to have any alcohol or distilled spirits, or do I have to go back to the tavern?
You'd have to go back to the tavern for that. What kind of...
Well, I mean, isn't barmaid Fayal carrying her own personal keg?
So actually, Fayal approaches you, and she's like, what kind of alcohol do you need?
I just need any kind of alcohol to fill 2 of these vials.
Are you thirsty?
No, these are for special cleric things.
Special cleric things. Will beer work?
Yeah, any kind of alcohol will work.
So she hoists her keg around and pulls out a mug out of her pack and just taps it into the mug and hands it to you. You now have a mug of ale.
Tessa does a really, really, really happy dance, and she kind of spins in a circle and says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you."
No charge. Just give me time to collect more materials to make more as we travel.
So that's +1 mug of alcohol. Okay, and that's it for Tessa's shopping trip.
Anybody else have any items they want to purchase in mind? Somebody mentioned arrows.
Well, I was looking to get some crossbow bolts for my crossbow, but
Oh, yes. So she doesn't actually have any weapons.
although I could see if she's interested in purchasing things, because I still have some of the items from the cave.
Okay. So what do you have?
So I have that I would sell would probably be, I have a small vial of perfume and the ceramic ewer.
So she kind of leans over the counter at you, and she says, "What this? I'll give you 1 gold for it."
Yeah, sure, whatever. But this is just some trinkets I found. All right, let's get rid of those.
Yeah. So she okay. She takes the two the vial of perfume and the ewer from you and places a gold down on the counter. Happy doing business with you. And places the trinkets that you gave her underneath the counter. Does anyone else need anything? You perhaps, she says to you, Ahara.
Would you happen to have a quiver or more arrows?
I don't carry arrows. Probably best to go to Bunavar for weapons and the like. We're a simple village. But I may have a quiver. Let me check in the back. So she actually goes out of the room through this door just behind her into the back area of the store, and she closes the door. She's gone for a time.
Well, let's steal all her stuff. Mostly joking.
You start to hear
Cyrene is down.
you start to hear sounds from the back room, like stuff moving around. She's obviously busy back there. After a few minutes, she opens the door and comes back out with a leather quiver and places it on the desk. And she says, "Oh, this will be 1 gold."
One gold for this? You must be mad. I'll give you 50.
Roll. Let me see what you have here. I think this would be a persuasion. Is that a thing? Persuasion? Yeah.
Yeah, persuasion's a thing.
Roll persuasion.
Oof.
Absolutely not. 1
Rip.
gold. Take it or leave it.
I'm just gonna put the 1 gold down and say thanks.
So,
All right. I'm gonna tie this one onto my hip. I already had one on my back.
awesome. Now you've
Maybe
got
we should
2
have left the
quivers.
persuading to the professionals.
Now you've got a. You're starting to get the number of belts required to become a Final Fantasy character. Actually.
Well, I mean, I have 2 plus the one that's on me already. So
Yeah. So you're getting there. You're less than halfway there. Anyone else? Does anyone else need anything from the shop while we're here? Going once?
Cyrene does not.
Going twice?
Misku's good.
So everybody leaves. Antarius and Valphalin are waiting outside. And as you each come out, Valphalin looks at you, Ahara, and are we leaving now?
It would do no good to be unarmed. Some of us need a little bit of resupply for our weapon.
So what equipment are we talking about that we need?
Oh, I mean, more arrows would be nice.
What does Val have on his person? I think he has a... Oh no, he doesn't actually have any. What about Antarius? I think Antarius has a crossbow, though. Oh no, he doesn't have one of those either. Oh boy. Can I fix this? Oh, no, I have an idea. So Fael pipes up. And she's like, if we need arrows, I think Farmer Learson keeps a stock. He is off to go hunting. So he may have some that he'd be willing to sell to us. Do you guys want to head over there and try your luck for some arrows?
Well, I mean, if it's going to be the best shot before having to go to Boonhaven.
Gotcha. So, right over here. Let's see. Let me actually grab a picture for him. Because why not? We're doing this today. That's the thing we're doing today. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is perfect.
Farmer Learson's out hunting.
No, he's not currently out hunting, but he is. He does go out hunting, so he may have a stock of arrows.
Okay, so we're gonna look for him.
Yes.
Okay.
You guys have spoken with him before, and you remember
Yeah,
where
I
he.
remember. Tess wants to see if Farmer Illerson will still have that cart deal available. And to see if Dorsey has any horsies that she can let us borrow.
Yeah, it pops up when I click on Show to Players. So here's Farmer Illerson. Small gray-haired dwarf.
Santa?
And you once again catch him out in his fields, where he's out working. And he's kind of cutting this wheat down. As you approach, he recognizes your party, and he says, "Oh, hello again."
Tess waves excitedly because she greeted him with much fervor last time, and she says, "Farmer Illerson, hello again."
I heard from the barkeep that y'all cleared out the cave. I'm so grateful, and I heard that I've heard a few stories about you already, a couple times. So, I mean, what can I do?
Tess gives him a big smile, and she says, "Well, you remember your offer from the cart last time? If possible, I'd like to go ahead and buy that from you."
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I think it was like 25 gold pieces or
Yeah,
something.
I have a spare one. There's 15 gold. Only 15 gold. It's a bargain.
Tess squeals excitedly and says, "Here's my gold."
Let me go get it for you. And he strides over just around his house, this direction, and he brings out a cart. He's just kind of holding it by the carty parts, and he's
Wheelbarrow style.
Yeah, it's like wheelbarrow style. Yeah, it's like a very large wheelbarrow kind of cart. So it has two wheels. What do you call that? The like mounts on it.
Like wooden handles.
Yeah, they could either be held or they could be mounted to like a horse or some other kind of like a donkey or something, like an ass.
Perfect. This will serve us greatly. Thank you so much, Farmer Illerson.
15 gold, if you please.
She hands it over excitedly.
Thank you. Now, what else can I do to help?
So we've heard that you are that you engage in hunts every now and again.
Yes.
So
Quite good at it, I might add.
well, fantastic. We are in need of some arrows. By chance, do you happen to have any?
Oh, of course. Of course. How many do you need?
Well, I personally will need 5.
So you're specifically looking for crossbow bolts, right? Because you're about to get
Yeah.
handed arrows.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I also figured like Ahara is probably going to be.
Let me Oh, go ahead.
I'm in need of I could use about 25, or any you have.
Ah, okay. Let me go see what I have here. Okay. So he has a collection of 73 arrows and he actually he's got your 5 crossbow bolts. So he actually brings these out and he sets them before you, and he's like, "You know what? You lot took care of the creatures in the cave and the bandits. I'm not going to charge you at all for this. So by all means."
Oh, great!
I'm-
Thank you very much.
Most grateful.
Anything I can do for the heroes of Staskar.
Hey, might want to check out chat real quick.
For what?
For Twitch.
Oh. Oh, hey, Jarmings. Oh, hey, my oh, my game's still set. What? I thought I had changed that. Dungeons and Dragons.
We are all actually playing Elite Dangerous while we.
Yeah, while we play.
Yeah, while we're playing, this is what we do when we're mining. So, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So you guys have your arrows.
All right.
With that, Valphalin kind of strides up. Is that all?
Oh, that's all for my needs.
Unless anyone needs anything else, I think we're ready to head out.
So the dwarf raises up his stocky little arm and he waves. See y'all.
Tess hoists up the cart and starts rolling it out.
All right, so you guys get into the forest. Let me go ahead and get a little change of scenery going. Where is this? Okay, cool. Wham. Oh, I should probably also change. Whoop, that's not the right scene.
That's an interesting grid.
And can I? Ah, perfect. So, yeah, isn't it? So I kind of wanted to put some, scenery in front of us. So you guys start to kind of navigate through the forest. Everybody, I'm assuming following Cyrene, because she's the one that claimed to know her way through this, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So Cyrene, let me check your sheet real quick here.
Okay.
I'd like you to go ahead and roll an insight, please.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Bear with me for just a moment here. Let me double check that. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and roll an insight.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it occurs to you, while you guys are kind of trudging through the forest, that you actually don't know exactly where this tree is, but you do know someone who might.
Is it Cyrene?
No.
No, it's Cyrene is the one who might know.
But it's one of your kind who also make their residence in this forest. And you remember where she lives.
Okay. How does she... Obviously, she probably wouldn't want these other people coming. They probably wouldn't even be able to see.
No, she lives in a tree.
Okay. So it's not hidden away like everyone else could follow there?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it's hidden away. It's in the forest. But yes, only fairies would know how to identify, the dwelling.
Okay. So, I guess I would just...
Lead them there,
lead
right?
everyone that way, yeah.
So Cyrene takes you kind of deeper and deeper into this forest. And you seem to walk for a very long time before finally coming to a stop at this old, wide, stout tree. So Cyrene, you know kind of what's going on, and fairies are very, very prone to this sort of thing. But for the rest of you, at first glance, this just seems to be a normal tree. Nothing strikes you at any import. Cyrene, what you know is that there is always some way to reveal essentially what is or rather to call the dweller to you. right? There's some riddle that needs to be solved or some puzzle. Just a matter of locating it,
A certain amount of times.
You
right?
just sing
That
your
sort
song.
of thing.
Yeah. We're going into the unknown.
So at this point, anybody have any dialogue at all? Actually, no. Valphalin. So he pipes up to you, Cyrene, and he says, "You've taken us," and stops mid-sentence because as he speaks, there is some sort of like a voice that is singing along with his words to the exact pitch of what he says. He stops. That, and you hear the was strange.
And Cyrene kind of laughs, not wanting to give away anything, letting that kind of mystery just continue.
And as she laughs, the voice imitates her laugh tonally,
Tess starts laughing.
and the voice starts to imitate your laugh as well.
And she says, "Oh, that's so magical. Echo. Echo."
Cyrene, you can very clearly see this very, very tiny writing on the tree itself, on the trunk of the tree. Let me see what language. Does anyone know Sylvan? The Sylvan language.
Like the
I know you do, Cyrene.
I do. Yeah, I was gonna say I know it.
So
Nope.
there are 2 words that are written on the trunk of this tree, Cyrene. But nobody else knows Sylvan at all.
No.
Do you choose to let the rest of the party know that it's there?
No.
The words say.
I would just read it.
The words say, "Play dead."
Okay, and so I would tell everyone, pretend that you just died.
Tess falls to the ground dramatically and goes, "Oh, oh, I see the
Not
light."
to be outdone as
See it.
someone who fancies himself a performer, Yfronto falls with the dramatic arm over the head. Oh.
Tess huffs and whispers
Yeah.
under her breath, "His was better than mine."
Nothing seems to happen.
I've changed my mind when I said I'm scared of nothing because this is some creepy shit.
So as you talk and as you guys make noise, this weird singing voice seems to match you tonally.
I'm gonna lay down and be dead.
Nothing seems to happen.
Misku kind of shrugs and just lays on her back with her hands across her chest, still smoking.
Antarius
A smoking corpse.
and Valphalin both follow suit, and Valphalin kind of huffs as he lowers his huge frame to the ground. Ugh.
Imagine Fayal is also probably just kind of looking around, weirded out at everything, and just sort of sets her stuff down to lay down.
Well, not the weirdest thing I've ever encountered, and kind of lays down on the ground like she's dead. So everyone in the party laying on the ground, playing dead, and nothing seems to happen.
Be dead, but harder.
Cyrene, it occurs to you that this is not the answer to the riddle.
Let me roll a wisdom real quick.
What are you trying to decipher?
Whatever the fuck this means.
I'll give you this. No need to roll or anything, but
Okay.
the way the word is written, I'm actually going to whisper this to you. There you are. Oh, no, that's as. Hold on. No, I want to whisper you. So I think that would be... Yeah, there we go. Okay, I got it. Is how that is exactly written.
Okay.
But in Sylvan.
Okay.
Tess sits up in the meantime.
I still don't get it.
She's just sitting in the grass and she's looking around. Oh, that didn't work.
You're looking... roll a perception, please.
Who? Tess or me?
Yeah, Tess.
Tess is just looking at all the pretty colors.
Tess's eyes glaze over.
What? Who said that?
She's thinking about food again.
As you guys speak, the voice chimes back in and is imitating every tone that you emit. The music is strange, Valphalin says with this big booming voice and this bassy set of like chorus starts to kind of accompany him as he speaks. This is so strange. You all have never seen anything like this. Cyrene, you know, this is just the work of Fae. This is what we do. Mm-hmm. This is a trick. This is a riddle.
Heck.
Valphalin pipes in. I mean no disrespect, but we are wasting time. We could be searching for the tree.
This is how we are searching for the tree.
And then in that, you'll see Yfronto sort of just sit up suddenly. What, you mean like playing dead?
Why are we doing this?
Tree says.
What does the tree say? Do you hear it?
No, can you not read?
Read what?
The writing on the tree.
Cyrene points to the tree, and there actually is very, very tiny writing that you didn't notice at first glance. But it appears to be in a language unknown to you.
It just looks like scribbles to me.
It says
You sure
play
that's not
dead.
just like...
But we played dead. It didn't work. Is there something we're missing?
Do you want to show them what it looks like, Cyrene?
Yes. Can I give them fairy sight? I don't know.
You could write it on something. You could...
Can I translate it? Am I able to translate that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
You read and
I'll try
write.
to do that.
Yeah. So do you have a parchment and something to write with? Maybe someone else in the party does?
I mean, Tess pulls out her pen and parchment. She's willing to sacrifice a parchment.
So Tess walks up to you with this pen and parchment, and
She says, "Show me how it's spelled."
So this is what
So-
Cyrene types or writes. I'm sorry.
And she stands and she's holding like a pen, and the pen is most of her torso, and she's like writing with her whole body. I just wanted to say that.
Thumbelina style.
And this is what she
Exactly.
writes on the page. Or actually, I should let me do this. There, better.
Are these music notes?
Oh yeah.
Does anyone have an instrument? Tess looks around. Tess is not musically inclined at all.
Doesn't Ahara, don't you have? I think wasn't it a lute or something?
Dude.
Ahara, if you would please put on a performance for us. I'm gonna applaud.
And as you play these musical notes, this huge accompaniment of voices just accompanies every last note until finally there's this resounding D chord at the end, this D major chord that it just lands on, and it's amazing. And suddenly this large, or well, it's not large, it's about a 2 foot by 2 foot door appears in the side of this tree.
Tess cheers and does a happy circle.
Antarius and Valphalin clamber to their feet. Maybe we should knock.
It would only be polite.
Is anyone else gonna knock, or is it gonna be Cyrene?
I think Cyrene should knock.
Okay. Well, Cyrene will.
Cyrene, you walk up and you knock on the door. The doorknob moves and it creaks open, and another of these foot-tall fae kind of come out, and you're greeted by this. I know this is an elf. I don't want to hear it. I don't have a fairy generator.
Imagine that they're smaller.
So she has little bat wings. So she's got little bat wings, and she says, "Oh, hello."
And Cyrene says, "Hello, we are looking for the great tree."
The great tree.
The great tree.
Why are you looking for the great tree? Does this have to do with the monsters?
Yeah, the bad things.
Oh. Why would you go looking for the bad things? The bad things are bad. We don't look for the bad things.
We look for the bad things when they hurt us.
Oh.
And she looks at her like very deeply.
She
kind of like thinking almost.
So she
words.
You see her kind of glance over Cyrene's shoulder and looks at the rest of the party, who's carrying a lot of weaponry, and she, oh, you. There are people behind you.
I know, I put them there.
Tess is like, because the door is only like two feet tall, right? Tess is like
Not
on her
even that,
knees,
yeah.
and she's like peeking through the door, and she's like waving like it's a dollhouse.
It essentially is, and as you peek through the door, it's actually illuminated with this green light, and she actually has little tiny like furniture and stuff in there, and there's like a room divider, kind of like a like one of those folding dividers, you know, the ones.
Tess whispers under her breath, "So cute."
But that's all you can see.
Yes, we are.
Misku's still laying on the ground smoking.
So
She's just vibing.
you're going to destroy the evil
Yes.
with
yes.
your human with your humanoid slaves.
Yes, they are my slaves. Have you not heard about the damage they've caused?
Oh, of course, but we don't trouble ourselves with human affairs and elven affairs and dwarven affairs. And she starts going through this list of all the different races that she can think of.
But they will hurt us too. They already have.
Oh, this is true. I will show you the way. And she kind of takes off from her little like perch in front of her door, and she kind of gives a gesture. Anyone with spellcasting ability in the party knows that this is like a spellcasting gesture, and you see like a little flit of light appear. And she goes, "There, I've showed you the way. Now, I must get back to my sewing." And proceeds to go back inside and shuts the door, and there's this little flit of light, and it starts to make its way deeper into the forest.
Tess is
Thank
just
you.
beaming because she was referred to as a humanoid.
Aw.
What will you guys do?
We must
So
follow the
Cyrene's
light.
Cyrene's gonna just start flying there.
You follow the light for a time. All right. Let me get everything ready here. Just a moment. Some ways into the forest, as you follow this spark of light, you spy this treetop just sitting just above the rest of the trees in the forest, and it's uncharacteristically tall, in fact. And its leaves look very darkened, unnaturally so. Can I get a marching order from each of you? No, you can't see anything yet. Oh wait, that's the wrong button again. Can I get a marching order for you guys? Like who's in front, who's in back, that kind of deal.
I imagine that
Cyrene
Antarius
would
and
be
Valfalen.
first.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I was saying I imagined Antarius and Valfalen would probably be the forefront. I know that Ianfear would probably be close to the back.
Cyrene, you want to lead the way on this one?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
she's a little bit more agile in this, so she might find it easier to maneuver.
Let's
Tess is toward the middle because she's got the cart. She needs space to move it.
pull in Misku in. Here's Ahara. And Tess. Tess, you have the cart. So you come upon this this forest path, and Cyrene. One moment, please. Let's see what kind of abilities you've got here. Actually, what about Tess? And one more check. As you so as you approach this section of the wood, approaching this tree, all of the sounds of the forest kind of die out into this very eerie silence.
I'm gonna go ahead and stealth.
Go ahead and roll. You are hidden, but go ahead and roll. Thank you. 24. Wonderful. So you kind of close up against the wall over here, and prepare to conceal yourself from whatever may be out there. Why have we stopped? It's weird, Cyrene. You've not heard the forest this quiet before. It is without life.
So Cyrene is kind of looking around, like, not really paying attention to the other people and trying to, like, see if she can see anything. Can I roll a
No, you actually hear.
anything?
You
Okay,
actually
I
hear
something.
voices, but they don't.
Okay.
They don't sound like any. They don't sound like any of the creatures you've ever encountered. But they're coming from that way.
So I'm gonna kind of whisper, I hear things that way, and kind of just point.
Antarius kind of slides up to the edge of this rock right here. He kind of.
Won't you need me and Fael?
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to drop Fael in. Yeah, you're right.
And me.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Ian
Fael,
Fear. Okay. Antarius moves up to the edge of the rock here. And you see him kind of peering around the side. And he does, in fact, look back around at the rest of you, and he gestures and nods, and he points around the rock. Then he moves back, and he very carefully detaches his weapon and his shield. Or unsheathes his sword, and he detaches his shield from his back and straps it to his arm quietly. You see Valphalin also pull the sword from his back, staring intently at Antarius.
Can we try to listen to what the voices sound like?
Yes. Let's see. Go ahead and roll a perception. Anybody who wants to listen at this point, go ahead and roll a perception. Oh, Misku.
I'm a good listen.
We have a crit. All right. Cyrene, Misku, Ahara, you hear two very distinct voices. Ian Fear? Fael, do you... Well, just Ian Fear. It doesn't matter with Fael.
I mean, I guess I could try though. I'm kind of in the back, so.
Okay. No, that's fine if you don't want to. This is kind of an active thing, so... Cyrene, Misku, Ahara, you hear two very distinct voices. And these voices seem to quiet down for just a moment, and then you hear these footsteps, and they're sort of rhythmic in nature. It doesn't necessarily sound like someone walking, but it sounds like maybe some kind of a dance. The voices, though, they have this almost kobold or goblin-like kind of sound to them, but not exactly. Not exactly.
Can I move towards them?
Yes.
Which way are they coming from?
So you hear this stuff coming from this direction. There's a tree. Actually, let me give you visibility on that tree. Bam, right here. You could use as cover.
I'll head up kind of around and see if I can peek around.
Go ahead and move your character. So that position gives you a view of... Let me grab a polygon reveal. We will just... There we go. Clean that up a little bit. Where's the... Oh, right. Reveal areas. Okay. Clean that up. Perfect. So as you approach the monstrous tree, you see these two mean-looking creatures, one red and one blue, who are dancing about. At the foot of the great tree lies something shiny that you can see, though you can't make out what it is. The tree's trunk is black as coal, but it's wrapped in this strange, almost supernatural-looking webbing. The earth around the tree is dead and ashen. Clearly some evil has taken root here. No pun intended. Okay.
I kind of want to take a shot at that guy in the middle.
So really quick, as the creatures kind of dance about, you see them touch this shining object on the ground, and the earth starts to stir between them, and these vines creep up from the ground, and they stretch upward, and they take this humanoid kind of form. One says to the other, "That's another one, isn't it?" The blue one says, and the red creature balls his fist up and he hits him on the head hard. "Of course it is, you idiot!"
This is bad news. Can my party see me when I'm stealthed, or am I stealthy to everyone, including my...
The rest of the party can see you. You did not hide from them.
So I'm definitely gonna... They're probably watching me as I went forward, so I'm definitely gonna kind of turn around and point and then notch an arrow.
Okay. Really quick, I need a moment to sort out the current situation. So I'm going to go ahead and BRB on the stream, and we'll get this all set up. So be right back. Okay.
I'm also gonna see if I can kind of pantomime to everyone not to kill the one. Was it the red guy?
The red guy is the one that was. You know what? Let me actually color code them real quick. Can I do that? I think I can do that.
You can put the little circle around them that has the color.
Actually, I can tint them. So let's tint one red. And let's tint one. What other color did I say? Blue? Yeah, blue.
Blue, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and pantomime to not kill him because I want to see if we can capture him alive.
Okay. The red one specifically, the one that was like balling up his fist and hitting the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe we should. Maybe the blue one is dumber. I don't know.
Definitely seems to be. Seems like the red one might be in charge.
Okay. Well, then definitely let's not kill the red one to question.
Okay. We still have people AFK. Just a second. We'll keep going.
Cool.
Pretty cool. Okay. Thank you. Okay. No, you're cool. You're cool. Brainwave still says we're on a Super Metroid for some reason. We're back, and we're about to keep going here. Is everyone back at their desk?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ahara, you begin to notch an arrow, and the red one suddenly pipes up, says, "The last group hasn't come back yet. The lady is probably hungry." And the blue one says, "Did you think something happened?" The red one balls his fist up again, and blue ducks down, covering his head, and red punches him right in the gut hard. And the blue curls over, and he looks at red dead in the eyes, and then they both start to laugh. "I guess we'll just need to make one more," says blue. Everybody go ahead and roll in it.
Okay.
I forgot to select my token again.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we got Cyrene. And this is add turn? No, that's move turn forward. Okay, so I need to add turn. Cyrene, you're at 11. Tess. Add turn. Tess. You rolled 20. So Tess is... Whoop. Nope. Tess is up here. Cyrene's up there. Let's see. Ahara. There's got to be an easier way to do this, too. Ahara, go ahead and roll advantage on your... because you were kind of the first one moving forward, please roll advantage on your perception check. Or, I'm sorry, your initiative check.
Yeah, so it's still 11.
Okay, 11. Gotcha.
And Fayal had 12, and Ian Fear had 10.
Okay, so I've got... Oh, I'm sorry. Ahara is 11. Let me see. Add turn. Or can I... You know what? I'll click on him and do it again. Misku. Did I already get Misku? I didn't already get Misku. So who else do I need? I need Misku. Fayal.
And Ian Fear.
Fayal we got.
Fayal should be at 12. Ian Fear should be at 10.
Oh, sorry. 12. Ian Fear should be at 10. Cyrene and Ahara, go ahead and re-roll for tiebreaker. We also have Misku. What did Misku roll? Misku rolled 12.
Now
wow.
I get a high roll.
Misku, I'm going to go ahead and just place you in front of Barkeep Fayal. Okay, so it's Ahara then Cyrene. Looks like. Yeah, Ahara then Cyrene. Did Cyrene fall that far down? Oh, no, that was okay. Okay, gotcha. Am I missing anybody? Oh, yeah, I'm missing Antarius and...
Valphalin.
Was it shift double click? It's shift double click. If you shift double click on your token, it opens your character sheet. Aha! Hacks. The hell's initiative? There it is. And okay, it did add him. That's weird how that works. Okay. Then we have Val rolling initiative. Okay, yeah, the shift double click thing really makes that a lot quicker. Where did Val wind up? 17? Jeez. Tess, you're up. You guys have the element of surprise.
Leaving the cart behind, Tess is going to try to as stealthily as she can. Is this rock over here? Is that big enough to hide behind, or is this bush big enough to hide behind?
This one?
Yeah, this bush and this rock. Can we hide behind these safely?
This is a tree, and yes. This is a rock, and yes. Both of those can be hidden behind.
Tess is going to try and sneakily move her way right here behind this tree.
Go ahead and roll a stealth, please.
I step on a branch.
So as soon as you do, these two Dretch kind of look behind them. You're able to identify them. They are Dretch. They are demon in nature. So they are fucking blasphemy.
Do they speak infernal, or is it?
Of course they do.
Okay, so I can understand what they're saying.
But before they were speaking in common, which is kind of weird.
Okay, so they're looking in my direction. Tess is gonna hold her breath.
So they both look over there, and they immediately, Blue says to Red, "Oh, someone's coming!" And Red bashes him in the head once again, and he says, "Of course someone's coming! Get ready to fight!" So let me go ahead and roll their initiative real quick. Can I roll their initiative? I'm just going to roll dex on them. And this will be for whole group. And I think it's Control U to just add them as a turn. So I am actually... I don't know why I rolled. They're going to be last anyway.
I think that was the last action I can take.
Moving?
Yeah,
oh,
or
and
can I take another one?
And trying to stealth, yeah. Okay. So Valphalin, knowing what's coming at this point, he's going to... Okay, so that really doesn't work. I wonder why they took that out. Okay, give me just a moment here. 30... 45, so that would actually be 20... 20, and then 30. So Valphalin runs out, weapon drawn, runs all the way up to this this weird vine creature, like in the center. And yeah, he stops. He can't do anything else. Antarius, same thing, runs directly in. And he immediately engages with red. Misku, you're up.
Take a look at my... Whoop, wrong thing. Ugh, sorry. So I can move up to 60 if I use my 2 actions, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. Fail.
And on my turn.
All right. Let's see. She's in 30, so. Alright, so Val's gonna move here.
To the other side of this rock.
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me. Alright, yeah, so she's gonna move here.
She's got
And
about half
then-
cover.
Yeah, and then for the second action, she's gonna move to about.
Oh, is she just rolling in like, let's go?
Yeah,
Rough and tumble?
well,
All right.
I mean, all the big guys are already running forward. She's just gonna try to. Well, actually, I think she's gonna stay here, try to stay behind cover of the rock.
Okay. Like, do you want her to try to hide back there, or
Yes.
stealth check? We'll let her move all the way behind this rock here. Or actually, no, we'll stick her where you left her. She has like half cover, so she's gonna like hide behind it.
Yeah.
We have a 13. She's hidden.
All right. And I think that'll do it for the time being.
Ahara, you're up. Still hidden.
All right. I think I'm gonna take a shot at the blue one.
Okay, taking a shot at blue. Go ahead and roll.
Okay, so roll. You said I'm still hidden, right?
Roll with advantage.
Oh.
Well, that's a hit.
Oh, good.
And you did not put on Hunter's Mark, so I am going to go ahead and just remove the 6.
Good call.
And
I think it's the D6 or the 6.
the 6 piercing that you rolled?
Okay.
Yeah. So we are at Cyrene. Unless you had bonus actions, Ahara.
I'm gonna put a Hunter's Mark on him as my bonus action.
Copy that. On blue?
Yep.
Okay, blue is marked. Cyrene, you're up.
Okay, so going to move all the way up here. And I'm not sure if that's my full action or not.
Where were you? Were you right here before?
I was
You're
behind
right here, right?
I was behind the rock.
That actually is your full action.
Okay.
Okay. Ian Fear.
Okay, let's see.
Cyrene, can you go ahead and give me a wisdom check, please?
All right. So exactly how
Thank you.
large is that rock that Fayal is hidden behind?
Oh, it's pretty large. She, at the corner, has at least half cover, but if you were in this position right here or in this position right here, you would have full cover.
Well, the thing I'm trying to see is, would I be able to see over the top of it in order to see the creatures, the dretch?
In the middle, you could see over the top of it. Just your head, kind of. So yeah, you could get visual on the creatures from there. If you were in this position, you would have to look around, but yes, you could still see around it.
All right, so this is at least my 30 feet for movement. What I'm gonna do is at that blue one, I'm going to second this one. What's the range on that? 90 feet. Ooh. I'm gonna try to hit the blue one with my Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Go ahead and link it or roll it. Ray of Frost, and that's an attack roll, which is 13. That is a hit.
All right.
Now, which one are you attacking, red or blue?
The blue one.
Blue? For 2 cold damage. So that Ray of Frost hits him, and it seems to not really scathe him very much. In fact, he
Yeah,
appears to
that's
have resisted it.
That's about right.
Okay. So the first stretch makes takes a swipe with its claws at Antarius. And misses.
Nope.
The second one takes a bite, or actually, the second one moves in and it takes a bite at Antarius.
You
I mean, at
Valphalan.
Valphalan, sorry. And also happens to miss. So this weird vine creature seems to kind of recede itself back into sort of this pile of vines, and it stays exactly stationary. Tess, I'd like you to go ahead and roll a wisdom check. So there's something going on. Something's wrong. Go ahead and make your turn.
Okay, so Tess is going to walk up behind Misku. And then we're going to use Bless. Give me a moment. On Misku, Phelan, and Antarius.
And if I remember correctly, does that not just give you advantage, or how does that work again?
Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving roll.
Ah, yes. Okay, so we got Misku, Antarius, and Valphalan, was it?
Yeah, all three of them.
I am marking everyone with blue spheres so that you know, or blue circles so that you know that you're blessed.
And that's the end of my turn.
Valphalin. Takes a mighty swing with his great sword.
Don't forget to add a D4 to the attack roll.
Yep. And he hits. And does 10 damage. Messes this guy up really good. So he just chunks right into his side. And the blue, and he screams out in pain. Antarius does the... let's see. So Antarius... Okay. Whoops. So let me make our one-handed attack roll with Divine Smite. How do I link Divine Smite? But he fumbled, so doesn't matter. Misku, you're up.
All right, so it's the blessing. Does that just add to the hit, or does that add to the damage?
To the attack.
To the attack roll.
Okay.
To hit. It adds to your Thaco.
I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna activate Rage. I can remember how to click it. Why you gotta be like this? Not what I wanted to do, but you get it. And then I'm going to... Actually, no, I need to figure out how to turn that on. So it'll calculate the damage for me properly. Am I just forgetting how to character sheet today?
Was it a global damage modifier?
You make a melee weapon attack using strength. You gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, shown in the rage damage column of the barbarian table.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to figure out where to click, because so it would activate it.
Okay.
And yeah, it was under global damage modifiers, thanks.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. I think it'll print it after you attack roll.
Yes.
Oh, no, never mind. Go ahead and...
Don't forget to add the D4.
Yeah, go ahead and slash roll D4. Or slash roll 1D4 if you choose. That's a hit.
Alright, so I'll roll for damage.
Which one are you attacking again? Red, right?
I'm attacking the guy in the middle.
The
We
tree?
decided we're gonna try and keep.
Oh,
red
okay.
alive.
Yeah. Okay. No, the vine creature.
Yeah, the vine thing.
I attacked the tree.
That is a hit, and that is a so that's 8 damage. So you cut a few of these vines, but like the vine pile seems to like stir in pain. Fayal, you're up.
Trying to remember. Trying to see.
Oh, I let me just put this out here that that Ahara had called out to like not kill one of them for questioning.
Right.
I don't remember which one it was.
He said the red one.
Okay.
What I'm trying to see is trying to remember if there was something about attacking Maybe that was an old rule or something. Something about attacking along the sides.
What do you mean? Like,
Because what I was thinking of is move her up to sort of in this general area.
I think I know what you're talking about, and what you're talking about is called flanking. So she'd have to be. So basically, whichever way, okay, where you're pointing right now would be a good place to put her for flanking. Basically, as long as you are directly across from another player, like essentially there's another player or an ally that is on the exact other side from the creature from where you're at, then you are considered flanking, and both of you get advantage.
The reason I was doing that is because I was going to move her up to here and do a sneak attack on the creature.
You are hidden, so go ahead.
Is it gonna... I think it's this one.
Waiting for the appropriate openings, Sveal sneaks up behind Blue.
And then she's going to use...
Sneak attack with an extra 1d6 right? damage. Yep. Go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
Well, that'll be if it deals damage.
Yes. So go ahead and roll your attack with advantage. So we have a 17. That is a hit.
All right. And then plus...
He goes down.
Okay.
Ahara, you're up.
As part of Hunter's Mark, I'm allowed to move it to a target when my target dies. So I'm going to move it to the tree.
Okay. I'm going to just push the corpse aside for you. So you're moving up to where he was, right? Am I understanding that right?
No, I'm just moving the Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's moving the Hunter's Mark, so that way he's still going to hit him with a bow and arrow.
Where are you moving him?
Yeah.
Where are you moving it?
I'm putting it on the tree creature.
The vine thing.
The vine creature, yes, okay.
Creature, yeah.
Gotcha.
Do it for the vine creature.
Yep. And now I'm going to attack it.
All right. Go ahead and roll it. Whew, nice. That's a hit.
Yay.
Roll damage, please.
Oh!
13.
Plus 5 with the Hunter's Mark.
So your arrow cuts a nice swath through this creature, and just lots of those vines go limp, and there are only a few remaining. You'd say that this creature is likely at death's door, if not seriously wounded. You see, I'm using Darkwind terminology here.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Cyrene, you're up.
Okay, so Cyrene is gonna target this guy, this buddy.
Which one? This one, or this one?
That one. Yeah.
The
this
vine.
One?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
For the vine guy.
The vine creature.
And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna magic missile and attack both of them.
Okay. Go ahead and link your magic missile, please. That is 3 force damage to each one. I believe they have to roll. They have to succeed at a save versus, what is it? Dex? Is it Dex?
Ugh, sorry, I was trying to link the actual thing.
Oh, no, it just automatically hits.
Okay.
So we've got a 3 damage bolt. So your bolt turns another couple vines on this creature.
Dark.
Yeah,
dead.
Darkened and dead, and they the creature seems to only have 1 or 2 vines left on its body. It is definitely a death's door. Your other bolt strikes the what is this guy called? The Dretch, and he kind of reels back in pain, but otherwise seems to be fine. Ian Fear, you're up.
All right. So I'm gonna take aim with my crossbow at the vine.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That's a hit.
All right.
And he goes down. So you cut the last of the vines, and this creature just kind of balls up into a ball and dies. Now there's just a matter of Red. So Red takes a swipe at Antarius and hits. It's 5 slashing damage. So he slashes Antarius across the face and like leaves a claw mark like on his chin. Tess, you're up. So at this point, Antarius looks back at you, Tess, and he says, "Something's wrong. Do you feel it?"
Yeah, she definitely felt something earlier. Should I do another wisdom check?
So at this point, you start to see motion in the tree.
Tess looks up at the tree and she says, "That doesn't look good."
The Red pipes up and he says, "That is the lady. She is hungry."
The lady?
And descending from the tree, this giant spider. Guys, that's all the time we have for this week.
Yeah. Oh dear. Here comes Lilith.
Tess screams out of fear.
Or is it Lolth?
It's Lolith.
Alright.
That's all the time we have for this week. Next week we'll be
Yeah.
starting up with this particular combat, and I hope that you guys are all ready to roll, because it looks like it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
What kind of damage resistance do we have on this thing? Oh, I don't even have a character sheet for it yet. That's okay. We're going to figure No, I did look at this combat before we started, and it looked like it was going to be a fun combat. So, all right. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. As always, this is VG Punk's the Video Game Punk, and we'll see you next week. Keep a song in your heart.
Good night.